We'd left Big Bend National Park shortly after sunrise and found ourselves passing Guadalupe Mountains National Park just as our stomachs signalled lunchtime.
Back into one of these and we can have lunch. With a view, and then go on and ask about the arch, how far it is. Figure out how many species of rattlesnakes they have here. You know, the important bits.
So we duly stopped and went and had a quick chat with the park staff. We briefly contemplated a hike here, but Faceless brother-in-law had developed a puncture. Well, not exactly him, but his camping mattress. So we would need to fix that before he could use it again if he wanted to be comfortable. After lunch, that is. Now, clearly there's much worse places to sit and have a bologna sandwich for lunch. We discussed options and decided that figuring out the sleeping arrangements should take priority. So we hit the road, made a few phone calls and headed for our freshly booked hotel. Check-in was quick and painless, leaving us with plenty of time to head the 16 miles or so to the Carlsbad Caverns National Park. After stopping for the obligatory park sign photo, Faceless brother-in-law spotted some awdads, or doodads as I kept calling them, which I think is a much better name. We drove the gentle climb to the car park, which was surprisingly empty, and to add to the joy, we managed to bypass the queue for tickets, as I have a National Parks pass. Woohoo! Then all we had to decide was whether to walk to the caverns or the elevator. Figuring we'd likely miss something, we opted for the walk, so headed outside for what we expected to be a leisurely saunter into the caves. There are some interesting stone buildings at the back of the complex. I wonder if these are rentals. That would be cool. As we arrived towards the back of the auditorium, there was a quick safety chat before we were on our way. We soon found out what we would have missed. It was the aura. I say aura, I mean smell. And by smell, I mean the unfathomably strong stench of tons of bat guano baking in the sun. Words defy how pungent this is, but it's all part of the experience, right? Wow, did I mention the smell? The path zigzagged deeper and deeper into the caves. Stopping to take the odd picture and generally soak in the wonder meant it was about 35 minutes before we'd reached the bottom, where the main cave system was. This is an impressive 800 feet or so below the ground. Bear that in mind. You'll need to ascend each and every one of those 800 vertical feet if you intend to walk out. Leave yourself time to do that. Faceless brother-in-law and I, on the other hand, had a quick conflab and decided that this was so impressive we needed more time here, so we would come back first thing in the morning. By way of introducing me to southwestern culture, we spent the evening drinking margaritas and micheladas, and having some very tasty food too. Early the next morning, we arrived back at the main building, except this time without the need to go smell the bat guano, we went straight to the elevator, and within seconds, we were once again immersed in the splendour of this truly magnificent phenomenon. The lighting in the cave system is quite subdued, but enough to stop visitors bumping into each other or tripping. Mostly. That is almost enough light for handheld photography, for me at least. Your mileage may vary, of course. It's difficult to grasp exactly how vast the cavern is, but you can see in the bottom right here, the path winding its way through a small section of the underground behemoth. And occasionally, you can just make out the silhouette of a person in the distance. To assist with sharper images at longer shutter speeds, I was employing a classic trick. Used the handrails. I simply rested the Fuji on the handrail and used my left hand as a wedge to get the correct angle and amount of support, leaving my right hand free to hit the shutter button and provide any extra support as needed. As we wandered around, we took special care to turn and look back from where we had come from. The various formations are lit, but as you stare at them from different angles, the highlights and shadows drastically change. What looks great from one direction may not look so good from another, and vice versa. Once again, I'm using the Fuji XS20 with a 16-80mm f4 lens. The camera has some in-body image stabilisation capabilities, so I won't be using flash or off-camera lighting, other than that which is already in the cave system. My favourite of all the formations within the cave were these three. To me, they look like three dragon kings. I especially like the bearded one on the right. Wherever you look, there's a vast array of different stalactites, stalagmites, columns, sheets, and all kinds of formations. This is a great place to photograph, or at least test your photography skills in the dark. There's even a ladder into the abyss. Not sure I'd venture down there though. Rather than keep looking back and fearing we'd missed something, we decided to walk the loop back in the other direction. A different perspective and different shadows really do give a different feel to the experience. There are several pools like this in the cavern. This one particularly had vibrant colours, and you can see with your own eyes the natural processes still ongoing that will form new structures in the next few thousand years though. As we started back towards the exit, just one last opening to peek into. to the surface for a well-earned peanut butter and banana sandwich. Or with jam, if that floats your boat. As we departed the park, Faceless brother-in-law spotted some more doodads. Quite a lot of them actually, including some small ones, which were already incredibly nimble as they negotiated the cliff face. Our next stop was intended to be White Sands National Park. However, the winds we had suffered from in Big Bend had whipped up into a frenzy, and there was no way we could camp in the forecast storm. So we made a detour to a little place called Roswell. We've stopped at the sign so Faceless brother-in-law can get out and take a snap. Wait, what? In the absence of Faceless brother-in-law, join me next time as I stare at a road, I stare at the sun, and I stare at some mounds. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed travelling along with us today, a like and a subscribe would be much appreciated. Until next time.